say anything. Cue.
Good afternoon, Three Cushion fans. We are coming to you from Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. It's the 6th and final World Cup of the season. We are playing the round of 16 knockout, no equalizing inning, 50 points. Winner advances to the quarterfinal and the loser is out of the tournament. Our TV table is a very nice match between the Korean gentleman Chang and the Turkish ex-world champion Semih SAYGINER. And I am joined by none other than the 45-time World Cup winner, Torbjörn Blomdahl. What a nice thing to say, 45 instead of 44.
Yeah, what a difference. Hello everyone, nice to be here. Don't believe me because I would prefer to play, of course, but I'll do my very best.
And here we have the leg. Semih, I think, is 56 years old. Seo is 41. And you had an interesting fact about the Korean gentleman.
Yeah, first of all, he was for some time first in the Korean ranking and currently on 3rd place. And he was a soccer player, and we are trying to find out if he played billiards before he stopped his soccer career. We don't really know yet, but yeah, he pretty recently came into the top of the Korean players. Has a different style, not so straight stroking like all Koreans do. He has a twist in the arm and a lot of feel and not so, you know, like a machine like many other Koreans.
But he's done well here. And when you say the number 3 in Korea, that means, of course, behind Hang Jae-kim, who is the number 1 player currently in Korea, and Myung-woo Cho, who's currently the number 2.
No shame to be after these two guys in the ranking, but yeah, I personally believe that he won. Seo, I mean, he won 3 tournaments straight, and no other Korean player has ever done that. I mean, national Korean tournaments. That was when he took the 1st place in the ranking there.
I remember when William told me last year, I was surprised. I was expecting the more familiar names to be 1, 2, and 3, and when he said, well, this Mr. Seo is currently the ranking leader.
Nice first shot here from Semih. Kind of a tester, this one. Not easy at all with that cue ball position, maneuvering the kiss there. The red has to pass through all dangers.
We'll give you a very quick look around the room. The feature table is the one we will be concentrating on, Seo SAYGINER. The other tables are Peter Keulemans playing Kuyachin Tran. We have the Korean battle between Jun Tae-kim and Myung-woo Cho. And finally we have the world number 1, Dick Jaspers, who's taking on Belgium's Roland Fortom. So this is the 2nd of 2 rounds in the round of 16. 4 players already qualified for the quarterfinals. And we will see who is going to join them. Zanetti is in, Sanchez is in, Bury is in, and what was the 4th match? Polychronopoulos beating Nailin is in. 2 points for Semih.
Played this one very cautiously. A little more speed, I think. Much easier to make the point, but he kind of safety and position play at the same time, so these are decisions you have to make, how you manage the shots. There are so many ways of playing the shots. Three cushion bank shot. There's no ticky here because the red might kiss the yellow. Can't play that Ticky. Too risky. 5 cushion bank shot. He could score from the red also. Okay, then it was not so difficult. I thought he had to hit the yellow first.
Turns out the position was generous.
Oh yes. Looking at long short bank shot. Many times you see players go long, short, long here and missing like that, but he missed the other way. Probably was aware of that danger.
There was a double the rail shot off the yellow, but I think he couldn't really reach comfortably, being right.
Yeah, even if still a difficult shot, because you couldn't just play to the corner. That would have been too much. So beginning of the match, you don't really know how the reverse takes. This is easier. Don't have to draw, just a little bit of spin. Similar shot, but 50 times easier.
Yes, the line was easier and the target was bigger.
Actually, I was hoping that we would see the best of Semih SAYGINER. We haven't seen that yet in this tournament. He played 3 matches in my group and didn't play really well. So I think now it gets exciting. He will, how do you say?
Rise to the
He will
occasion.
up his game.
Up his game, yes. He does, of course, have that win here in Sharm el-Sheikh from last year. He had a very unsuccessful World Championship where he lost to Riyad Nadi. But the week earlier he won the World Cup here in Sharm el-Sheikh when we had this double header. So he has good and bad memories from this place.
Looks so easy for somebody who doesn't play 3 cushion, but this is very difficult. So slow, thin, with spin, position play.
So many people have let that shot go short.
Yeah.
Nobody misses it on the long side, it seems. They all miss it short.
Doesn't play red here. He likes to attack these shots with lots of spin, lots of ball, full spin. Yeah, looking good here in the beginning. He has a way of dominating matches when the things are going his way. Dangerous moment here for Korean.
He could just hit enough of the white ball to keep it from ending halfway on the table. You don't want it halfway on the short rail. But you also don't want it this deep in the corner.
Actually, Semih likes to put this one away from the corner. He likes to put it in the short cushion. Shorter, I mean, yeah, half diamond into the short cushion, something like that. Yeah, like this. He still makes it, but yeah, you don't want to have it in the corner, because you can't. Yeah, you can't judge what's going to happen afterwards. You don't know how you kiss
which hit you're going to get on the third ball.
So
it's unpredictable.
Almost completely lost position here. I think he has a way of going cross table from the red, but if not, he's in trouble here. Big stroke. Nice one. That's also not a straight stroking. Older players develop some little curves in the stroke. Not Dick Jaspers though, not yet. Be interesting if you can see a close-up on Chang Hoon, so his stroke, because that one has a very deliberate curve in it, always the same. Interesting to watch how he still controls how he hits the balls.
Now that was a feel shot. Long, very dependent on speed and English, how far down it will come. Very sensitive. He got close but didn't make it. Let's look at that. Oh, that was a nice picture we had there.
We will get a replay. This is nice. So soft. He's full of confidence and he has a very good position play. So when he gets into position, when he gets the ball into position, he can easily score big runs.
Well, that's how he won those 3 Korean tournaments. That's the only way to survive in a field like that in Korea. Oh, that's too much ball? Or would it still come down? No. It looked too straight all the way. Cue ball under the rail for Semih. Makes every shot harder. No problem for him though.
That looked easy.
It wasn't.
Yeah, and he had to play it without any backswing, because with that cue ball close to the cushion, he had no way of pulling the cue back before he released the shot, and that makes it so much more difficult. Wow. He's looking strong here.
Wrong-handed.
Easy to make this too long. Slow down is always a good way of shortening it up. And here comes the rail first, full spin draw off the red. It's a pure feel shot. Players who like to use systems can have no help for this shot. Rail first, spin the cue ball. Ooh, that was no good.
He went into it with such force, completely lost the line.
Big mistake. How can you draw it to the short cushion?
I think he stood up a little bit too
No, he
fast.
had to because the object ball was coming back to his cue, so he had to avoid touching it. So that was not a stroking mistake, that was necessary. Very good. little bit depending on how you hit the red here. If you get a good position, he put the yellow absolutely perfect, but I think he wished to hit the red a little bit thinner. But you can never know about that.
Is there the 4 rail still, or is it too thin, too much to ask?
Probably possible, yeah. Too much ball.
It's a little bit in no man's land, I thought, but he came way closer than I thought. I saw the shot leave the yellow ball. I thought he was way too short for the 4 rail, but
Yeah, this TV table playing a little bit longer than some of the other tables, so that came really close. Yeah, can be important millimeter here because this is a nice starting position for Semih. He likes to spin these around the table. Eats those for breakfast.
yesterday we were talking about how great a 3-cushion country Turkey has become, and Semih had a lot to do with that. He popularized the game, of course, and I was comparing it to what happened in Sweden with Björn Borg. That was a generation of young boys wanting to be tennis players because of Borg. So you get like 8-10 years later, you get this generation of Pernforces and Wielanders and what have you. Great generation of Swedish tennis players.
A lot of players. Jonas Svensson, Stefan
Edberg,
Joakim Nyström, Jonas
Björkman.
Yes, thank you. You know the Swedish tennis players better than I do.
No.
No, but the interesting thing is that it completely stopped. It stopped with Robin Söderling, and now we have 2 brothers, Mikael and Elias Ymer, and that's it.
And about the same thing happened in Germany with Boris Becker. He also brought on a generation of talent.
But it's still going on. They have a lot of good players in Germany still, but maybe not upper world class except for Zverev.
That's going to slide by.
Another good position for Semih. He will have a problem though with the queuing here. We got to look at his stroke, but
my question, my follow-up question that I'm working towards is, why don't we have this generation of Dutch boys wanting to be Jaspers? Why is there no wave of talent standing up when we have a guy who became world champion like 5 times and is the #1 in the world?
Maybe he beat up all the other Dutch players so bad that they lost.
Nobody wants to play billiards anymore because you're going to get killed by Jaspers.
But let's see. There are some Jeffrey Jorisen, Jean van Erp, Sam van Etten. There are some players, and they are not so bad.
Yeah, but you shouldn't probably mention Sam van Etten and Jean van Erp in the same breath, because Sam van Etten is young and Jean van Erp could be a grandfather in like 5 years. He has 2 teenage daughters, and he's in his 40s, late 40s, I think.
Yeah, but I just wanted to...
Seriously good players.
Yeah,
but
I was counting the seriously good players.
Yeah.
But of course, nobody...
Oh, that's a bad mistake by... Sorry to interrupt you. Bad mistake by Seo.
Yeah, I will interrupt you because maybe it was not such a big mistake, because he had to hit that so thin to avoid the kiss. So it was very difficult. But you see the stroke is completely crooked, and it's a lot of feel in that. But of course, precision suffers sometimes. So what you want to do when you play against him, you want to force him to play precision shots. You will have a good chance, and I think Semih is good at giving him that kind of positions. Dominating the start here, Semih.
6 innings into it, Seo still waiting for a serious run. Like anything over a 6 Let's call that a serious run. Oh, Semih. Missing out on his third rail.
Yeah, I was thinking if that was the best shot. It probably was, but not a sure point, of course. You need a full hit that the cue ball jumps back to the long cushion, but yeah, that one. That shot reacts different on all different tables, so maybe the other shot would have been better. The other shot being long, short, backwards. Here is a nice point from Chang.
Not much of a reward for that point. Has presented himself with a new problem. And I'm very interested to see how he's going to try and solve this, because this is nasty.
Long, short, long here from yellow.
Yeah.
A little bit of right side English. Good try.
Is that the shot you would have chosen for
I
this?
think it's the only shot possible, only shot available. But
Yeah.
maybe I would have played it softer with more spin. He chose to play
Power shot.
yeah with a lot of big curve, and maybe I would have tried to reduce it. Maybe it was not possible to do it softly. I don't know. It's a difficult angle from here. Semih missing the short angle.
And that contact looked a bit heavy. So maybe that was a little bit of a self-inflicted boutage there. Boutage or kick, same thing.
Good shot from a Korean, but what does he get? Struggling here to get openings. This is okay, but only okay.
So far it's a little bit like the Sanchez-Hang Jae Kim match. Hang Jae Kim making like a handful of absolutely wonderful shots and no reward, no runs. Just score one, score one, score one.
I saw a little bit of that, yes, it was hard.
Things just didn't go his way, and Sanchez, who obviously played better, also had a little more run of the ball.
Interesting development on the other tables. I don't know if we should mention, but rocket start from Jaspers with 13 and 4 in the two first innings.
He used to be a slow starter, but not anymore. Keulemans Tran is balanced at 8 points to 7. Jaspers Fortom, big lead as you said for Jaspers.
And Cho is leading big against Chun Tae Kim. Keulemans, by the way, on the run of 12 now. And that will be 13. Very good. This was a nice shot from So Jang-hoon. Maybe he can use the chance here for something, but again unlucky with the roll of the balls. Needs to play a bank shot here, I think.
There's no natural, so bank shot it is.
Only 3, yeah. He can't play the 5 cushion bank shot, so this is... I don't know which is easier. Good one. And now
This
he gets
time-
something.
This time he has a little bit of run of the ball.
That's not a little bit, that's a fantastic run of the ball. Yeah, that's a couple of short points maybe here. If he can use this position in a good way. I was going to address some very important matter in our game, that there are so many different kinds of position play. Like this one here, he had a possibility to really put the red ball exactly somewhere because the point was absolutely sure, but now he didn't, so unfortunately for my little speech here, but yeah, he put the red ball in bad position. Could have played it a little faster up to the middle. And then you have,
yes.
sorry, just to continue the
Yeah.
position play story, and then you have the position play which is used by Dani Sanchez and myself. Sometimes you just put one or two balls in a good area, avoid bad places, and just open up for possible shot, not perfect positions, but just open possible positions. So two kinds of position play. There are other kinds of position play where you just roll one ball into a corner and then hope that you hit the second object ball in a good place to use that big ball in the corner. But we might see some examples of that now.
He didn't do a good job on that tricky short angle that he left himself with. Missed it by a lot.
Semih with a nice lucky shot.
A little wry smile from Seo. Look at this. Crazy lucky.
Run of 16 from Peter Keulemans with a perfect safety shot as the 17th shot. What a way to end the run. Now, is this a chance, or is the Korean player just happy that he's at the table, that Semih didn't make more points from that fluke?
Is he going in full attack mode, or is he going to try and play some sort of a safety shot? I don't think he has one.
No, I agree with you.
So
No
bank
safety shot available. Needs a full hit on this one. Thin is not enough.
Very good try.
Yeah.
He needed like 3/4 ball on the yellow. Not more than that, because you will also miss if you hit too much of the yellow, and you will miss if you don't hit enough of it. Very difficult.
Another good safety shot from Semih, but now the bank shot is easier. If he can get there, can he get it long enough? The 5 cushion bank shot, I'm not sure about that.
It looks like if you go corner to corner, you'll end up just a few points short. But of course, he's a better judge of the table than I am, because he's playing on it.
But I think with using full spin and
You can
maximum
get there?
corner, yeah, you can
get there.
Yeah, it's table's playing a little longer, especially when you use some speed, so should be no problem. Maybe even possible to be too long. But he didn't take the corner and didn't use full speed. This is short by much. Completely misjudged it.
He had a few points to spare there. Could have gone deeper. Maybe this is a good time for you to explain to the viewers what billiard players mean when they say play it into the 00. Can you explain that?
Yeah, maybe. As you see, this table is equipped with the diamonds in the corners, which is a pretty new thing. When I started, there were never any diamonds there in the corner, and for people using the diamond system, that is the 0 point. But there is more. There is more corner. You can go more deep into the corner than that. So when you actually hit almost same time the two cushions, so that is a 00.
Ooh.
Safety shot again.
Always so nice if they make those, but yes, and if you aim for the 0, you will hit the rail a couple of points earlier, because the diamond is on the wood and the rail is in the table. You will,
All depending on the angle where you're starting from. Some angles the 0 and the 00 is the same. Another safety shot from Semih. This is easy 3 cushion. And bad contact with the yellow. No position. This is horrible news for Chang Hoon So Chang Hoon. Koreans always mentioning the family name first.
yeah, we are so used to some of the names, Hangjik Kim, it just rolls off the tongue, so it's difficult to always think about correcting yourself and saying Kim Hangjik. Now this is a classic problem, 3 balls in a row. You can't see the back of the 3 balls, and that limits your options.
And there is no bank shot. He's playing a draw shot here, I can see.
Didn't get into it at all.
And now half ball hit on the red would be a safety shot. No, would be positioned for Semih. He made the point.
He made the fluke. The
Wow.
kiss, the kiss
Let's
made
see
the point
this.
for him. Look at
3
this.
And then here comes the yellow, and I was thinking about the position that Semih would get, and he made the point. Wow.
Unbelievable.
And it's not frozen because he's already shooting with a perfect position. This was a little turn of the events here. And misses it.
Oh, that's not what he wanted.
But we have a tight match here, 15-14.
Semih also had a fluke, of course, so we're even in that department.
But this one was a fluke with a fantastic position which he didn't use. What a miss. This is looking fine. 7 cushion shot. Oops.
Is just a bit too long for the 5 rail and just a bit too short for the 7 rail.
Pretty close to the kiss there, so would he, had he hit the red a little bit more, he would have been even closer to that kiss. So
Our chief referee, Bilo Salama, his name is Nabil, but everybody calls him Bilo. If you look at the arm, the right arm, it's a little bit Zanetti style.
yeah, that's right.
With the arm a little more outward than most players do.
And he also never shoots straight through the cue ball. And Marco is the same. He also has some curves.
Second glove coming out. Has to play wrong-handed.
Probably we're going to play this one just 3 cushions slowly. Yeah. Not so bad, but he misses it and gives something to think about for Semih.
Pretty horrible this for Semih.
Yeah, this is as perfect as you can hope to play a safety shot.
But of course Semih is Mr. Magic, and he sometimes has special tools in his toolbox.
Yeah, and what is most amazing about him is that he always finds the best way. You know, here is pretty easy to see that 3 cushion bank shot and then red and short cushion is the best way, but sometimes it's not easy to see. He always finds the best way. Just takes the cushion before. Very close.
I don't think he was playing for 3 rails, then red, then short rail and long rail. He was trying to slice it off the red. So 4 rails.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was very close. Maybe the other option was not so bad, to play it 3 rails red and then 2 rails in the corner.
Very possible. Full hit on the red, loses position. Yeah, he's not lucky. Ay, ay, ay. Marco Zanetti would have played this with dead speed, just staying exactly with the red, and would have had a 3 cushion of the yellow. So this is not a mistake, because only Marco can play like that.
Yes, you have to have like the Zanetti nerve to play that with dead speed. Just arrive and then 2 centimeters over. Not many people can play like that. What was that? Kiss shot? Misjudged? I think he was trying to play kiss and round the table.
Yeah, I thought that was the only way to play, or some zigzag backwards with kiss risk.
So this match is not in full gear yet. 13 innings, 16 points to 15 for both players, below their usual averages. But truth be told, there were quite a few difficult positions on the table for both of them.
Nice shot from Semih.
Very nice.
And red goes out. Yes, now he has a chance to make some points.
I would be very happy with making the point, whatever the result from that position. This is short, long, long. No. I thought it was going to go into the short and then long, long, pick up the 3rd rail before the red.
Or even left of the red. Why? That should have been possible. But this would have been my 3rd choice.
Very surprised
Yeah.
at the choice.
He likes to spin the ball, of course, but he had a good start here. He looked dangerous in the first innings. He has cooled off.
And the little sigh says it all. Things not going my way yet. But Semih, the opponent, has the same problem. He's also not properly hot. What do you think? Bank shot here?
A lot of cameramen here between me and the table.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Oh, the monitor says it all.
Yeah, this top camera is difficult sometimes to judge. Yeah, this is better. 4 cushion bank shot of the yellow. It's nice. He doesn't like it.
He's looking at 2 rails first into the yellow.
Can he play this softly? If he can, it's okay. No, he needs speed. Then it's maybe not such a good shot. Would have preferred 4 cushions around the table. When you have to use speed on that one, it's not easy. Especially when you don't have a dead straight stroke, because you might put 1 millimeter of spin in the cue ball and then everything is destroyed.
It's gone, and all that speed into the first rail changes the line. So we saw what happened. He missed the yellow altogether.
And Semih again in his corners. He had that several times against me, and now already 2 times in this match.
A couple of innings ago, you had the gap between the 5 rail and the 7 rail.
Yeah.
And this time, another gap.
Small one this time, very small. But it was there, and he couldn't play it softer. You need speed for that shot.
Both players struggling now.
Yeah, this was not an easy shot, but you're right, they're struggling. They can't really find any points at the moment. This long, short, I think he's playing, yeah. Not long, because that would have required a big hit and no control.
I'm thinking about high runs. Is Peter Keulemans' 16 the high run so far? We'll have to look that up.
16 was a high run in Fechel and the high run at the World Championships as well, I think.
Yeah.
It's always 16
I can't
nowadays.
remember having heard of a 17 or higher in Sharm here in this tournament, so probably Peter has the high run.
Yeah, I think so too. Another kiss, but not enough. This was not a good shot because he played it softly and it was impossible. Needed speed for it, so bad decision. No way you could keep that one without more speed. Semih has the yellow, so how can you make a point here? This is very tricky.
I think it was just ever so slightly easier than you thought. Here we have it.
I still think it's a very nice shot with that cueing.
It is.
You have to be very careful with the speed also. And now he's having his problems with the roll of the balls. There's nothing good to play here.
What are you gonna do? Maybe can he play long inside of the white maybe? But that's also difficult stroking. Half over the red.
Left side of red. Is there something?
Oh, that's a horrible line. So difficult.
Not bad. Not bad at all. He found a way to play kind of a half safety shot, but it's not a good save. Cue ball is too close. It's always going to be lying there. Double the rail now. Short, long, short from yellow, or can he dive into the long cushion first and hug the cushion? He's playing a draw shot, so he's going to the short cushion first. good.
That was good judgment.
He's very good at many shots, and he's a cool guy. He doesn't
panic.
doesn't get too excited. I think occasionally with a smile on his face when something goes well or against him. Looking very cool.
I'm always amazed at the amount of relaxation that Hangjik and Myungwoo have. They don't seem stressed ever. Of course, inside the heart goes biggity bang, I know, but...
Would you be stressed if you had a stroke like Myungwoo Cho?
I don't know. That's so far from reality I cannot even answer the question.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have been very happy to have a stroke like that. I think I would have been able to relax much more in the matches. You can trust your arm. And same goes for Hangjik, of course. Perfect straightness and good speed control.
Always seems to hit the second ball where he wants to hit it. No matter if it's close or if it's from distance.
Same goes for Juntae Kim also, but it doesn't help him much in this match. He's trailing 36-10 in 11 innings against Myungwoo Cho. Unbelievable result in that match.
Did you catch the 10 that Myungwoo Cho made to run out against Dani?
I was playing at the same time, I think, but I saw a little bit of it.
Not all easy shots. A couple of easy shots, but a couple of tough ones as well. And he really made an impression. Big smile on his face and a big smile on Dani's face. Wow. 37-30 and you run out on me.
Yeah.
We are going from problem to problem in this match, Torbjörn. We have seen a lot of really nasty positions on the table already in these 18 innings.
Here, of course, you would like to play off the yellow, but it's impossible. There's no shot there, so now you have to open the red, and opponent's cue ball is lying there in the middle of the table, so you are almost sure you're going to leave good position if you miss. Now let's see what's happening here.
I don't even know what he tried to do there.
Yeah, he tried to go 5 cushion, bank shot and 5 cushion around the table, and now everything is open. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. But he's leading. 19-17.
Yeah, it's a 2-point lead, but he's not a happy camper. And neither is Semih.
A little bit extra speed on this one necessary to make it short enough. Very similar to the break shot. Probably no shot off the white here, only the double kiss shot, which you can play, of course. The red is pretty big, but you should play short, long, short here off the red. Lots of spin, that's the way he likes to play them.
That was just about perfect.
Yeah. Red ball nicely doubled into the corner. Or trebled. Oh, close to the kiss, but no kiss.
Yeah, I agree. If to double is a verb, then to treble should also be a verb.
Or triple? Well, how do you call it? Triple or treble?
Semih back in the lead, but the positions are just not there. We have not seen not even a run of 5 or 6 with normal 3 cushion. We are going from problem to problem, which can also be nice. It's like in snooker, not every frame has to be like a century break. Sometimes watching a safety battle can be interesting as well.
He's going for a very thin hit there, but he can't get to the long cushion. He actually hit the corner. Both cushions at the same time. There was a shot off the white, but that was a big stroke, and he's not in the mood for that right now, I think. Here we get a look at the stroke. Here, complete curve. Long. No, it's not long. Good. This is an opening.
The combination soccer and billiards is not uncommon. This gentleman here, you told us he used to be a soccer player, and the famous example in the Netherlands is Johan Cruyff, who was a very decent billiard player, and of course one of the best soccer players in history.
Yeah, I was a soccer player too. I played in the 67th division or something like that in Sweden.
Okay.
For the juniors.
And what position did you play?
Yeah, something on the left side, sometimes defense, sometimes attack. But not good. But it was like the thing to do when you were young in Sweden. You could go play soccer or table tennis or ice hockey if you have ice.
That's going to be short.
Dick Jaspers is not a soccer player.
And the other way around, like Johan Cruyff was of course a fantastic football player and a half-decent billiard player, but we have a few billiard players in the Netherlands, Harry van der Ven, Arno de Kleine, who played semi-professional or professional soccer.
And we should mention Raymond Keulemans, who
did he?
almost got a professional contract with KV Mechelen.
KV Mechelen.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken about the club, but he really had the choice between billiards and a professional
of course,
soccer career.
Yeah.
And I suppose his longtime rival and friend Ludo Dillis also was a decent soccer player. I'm not really sure about that. But then we have Frederic Codron, who is good, very good at many sports, and he's a very good soccer player too.
So I made my point. The combination is common. It's all about having a feel for what a ball does. Harry van der Ven was one of the best in the Netherlands in what do you call it? Zaalvoetbal? Indoor soccer.
Yeah, futsal in English, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Arno de Kleine, I'm not sure you mentioned, but he actually was a professional football player and
correct.
Came to billiards after that. Nice bank shot here. Bank shots, very good percentages among all Koreans.
But there's still no light between the two players. 21 points to 20 plus these two difference of 3 doesn't mean anything in modern 3-cushion.
We are probably at the wrong table today, on the table where Peter Keulemans is playing Tran. He had a run of 16, now Tran has a run of 15 and has overtaken Peter. Very, very soft shot here from Chang Hoon.
But it reaches.
And he keeps position here. Bad contact with the yellow, so that's not so nice, but he gets a good position off the red here. A little bit lucky with one of the balls. That's all you need. You need to be lucky with how you put one of the balls. So there we have a 17 run. That's a high run of the tournament from Tran right now, still going. Take care of the red here. Yes, full ball to keep it out of danger. Nice shot. Good control.
We apologize for having so much attention for the other table, but the interesting fact is that Tran's run is still going. A 16 and an 18 in the same match does not happen every day.
And a 28 doesn't happen every year. Just saying.
How can that record still stand? First made in 1993. 29 years ago.
Run of 6 from the Korean here, playing long, long, short. Very nice. Bravo. Keeping the red in the middle, this is good news.
I have a good suggestion, Torbjörn. If Tran reaches like 24 or 25, we're going to ask him to continue on the TV table.
Peter Keulemans will be in favor of that, I think.
Chang Hoon also finding some rhythm, making some points. He's on 8. And our Vietnamese friend is on 20.
Is there a ticky here? I'm watching our table.
Good question.
But I don't know if he can. No, he cannot use right English, so he has to play without English or a little bit reverse.
What did he do there?
He missed the yellow completely. That's
amazing.
not so characteristic for a Korean to miss a ticky like that.
I think what he wanted to do was play it so deep in the corner.
Yeah.
Not hold it with reverse or
just
no English.
Thin and
super thin and find the corner.
Good for our listeners. Not a good thing to try. Bank shot and thin. Very hard.
Yes.
So we are at break time and we can watch Tran. During the break he's on 21.
And now he's on 22.
And he's won the World Cup in Sharm. Semih SAYGINER wins his 7th.
And don't say anything. Cue.
And we are back in Sharm for the second half of the Chang SEO Semih SAYGINER match. 29 points to 20 in 20 innings, both players struggling with very difficult positions. And we'll see what Semih has in store for us in the second half of this match. Torbjörn, he cannot be a happy man. He used a lot of innings so far in his group matches. He got killed, let's say it bluntly, by Junte yesterday, and now he has 20 in 20. He's not a happy man.
but balls have not been kind to him during this event. He has to struggle, but he's experienced enough to wait for his chances, and very good at position play, so when he gets the balls into position he might score heavily.
Big stroke there to get it twice around to the short chance.
Yeah, didn't have to play like that. He could have played the other side of that same object ball.
Not everybody could have reached that line that way.
Full of determination. This one played with extra speed. I'm not sure why. Now he
needs the white to bounce.
Yeah,
if it doesn't, he's in trouble.
I don't understand why he played that so fast. It was a very good chance to play position, and he loves playing soft shots, so yeah, maybe he's not in perfect condition. He seemed a little bit ill against me. Some moments he was coughing, and
but this looks really good. That's a great shot.
Beauty. Bad contact with the white. That could have been so much better. Tiki. Did he have all the cushions?
5.
The referee thinks he had.
Yeah. Gets the short cushion just before the corner. But no position again. But he can come up with something.
Red and yellow. Almost frozen. And he'll need to come up with something clever.
Yeah, he has to go to that short cushion. That same short cushion. Left English, short, long, short. And into the hole. Oh, he makes it directly. Nice. Little bit lucky maybe. You always play these on 4.
Do we get a little apology, or does he just take it?
I think nobody plays that one on 3. Always play them on 4.
Of course. So that's why I expected a little hand gesture.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to make one apology too much instead of not enough. Because everybody knows it was not played like that.
7.
Then it's better to apologize for something that you really played that way, to make the opponent think that you are playing games with him, and you're actually just apologizing to be sure. You know, just to be a nice guy, and even you played it that way, you just apologize to don't have any bad chemistry. Tiki here, very, very, very soft. Not good.
SAYGINER 7.
Had to be played so soft to have a chance.
Leaves a bank shot for his Korean opponent. And the balls look fairly generous. This is about the distance between the two that you want, that you like. If they're really, really close, the shot gets harder. If there's too much distance, the shot also gets harder.
1.
But this distance between the balls, very reassuring, very nice.
Look at this. The red ball goes across to be frozen to the long cushion. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's not a surprise that the averages are pretty low in this match. balls are hiding themselves.
I like that shot a lot.
Wonderful.
He did really well there. Good line, good speed. Left side of the red.
This can be played with less English or with a draw and spin. Yeah, he spins it. Probably would have been my choice too. Now the yellow goes to the cushion. How often does that happen? You catch the yellow on that side of the table, it goes all the way across.
And clings to the other rail.
And this one is almost completely frozen, but you can still use it. 7 cushions. Yeah, kiss. So there was probably no chance for that shot.
5 points the difference. 32-27. SEO back on a respectable average. A little over 1.5. That always looked in between, betwixt and between, say, the British. I think he tried for the 7 rail Semih, but didn't have the length.
Good shot again here, managing to avoid the kiss.
Semih had almost the exact same shot very early in the match.
And this one was tighter. Very little space to avoid the kiss there. Follow through here on the yellow. Looks spectacular, but it's the only shot, I think. Chose to play it soft. Normally you play that shot with more speed. He wanted to, yeah, he wanted to play it nicely maybe, but has to sit down.
Is he in between again? No.
How close that was to the kiss.
This time he has it.
How close was that to the kiss?
About, let's say, a quarter of a centimeter or something.
Oof. Okay. That was not a risk for a kiss there, because he actually needed to hit more of that white ball for the good point.
He played that as if it was unmissable.
Probably was very close to unmissable. Yeah, that's a perfect position you want to have when you play this shot. For those of you still watching this match and not the Tran match, Tran is now on a run of 11 and playing for 2 against Peter Keulemans, who started off the match or in one of the first innings with a run of 16.
So Tran running 11 and 22 in the same match. Jaspers did that once in a league match in France and he lost. Back to Semih.
Nice. 2-cushion bank shot with some extra speed and awkward cueing.
It all went very fast, but Bilo was never in doubt. If you hear the applause, that's the applause for Tran. Played a wonderful, wonderful match against Peter Keulemans. Got hit by an early run of 16, but then it was all Vietnamese scoring, mega scoring by the slender guy. Fantastic win, 14 innings. Peter Keulemans can have his head held high, did nothing wrong, made 27 points in 14 innings. And here's a nice position for Semih, who has closed the gap. 33-27 has now turned into 33 for both. But Semih is at the table.
This looks more like his game. Slow shots, position play.
Where do I leave the white?
Yeah, I would just play it into the gap there between the red and the long cushion.
I think he agrees with you.
No, yes, he did. He was looking at the full hit first. But this way is easier to control the cue ball.
Just made the point because of the controlled speed. Had he hit that a little bit harder, he would have missed in the corner.
Difficult to control that with the left.
So it's 33-34. Advantage Turkey. Ooh, careless.
Yeah, he needed a thin hit, but it's...
I know he needed the corner, but this was careless.
But again, my theory about playing bank shots where you need thin hits is not easy. So difficult to even hit the ball correctly. I mean, a half ball with a bank shot, and now you need a thin hit is... I try to avoid that. always. Yeah, these go long. These go long on this table. I had one exactly like that. Good chance for Mr. Saw.
Jaspers, meanwhile, has slowed down considerably. He had 20 in 3 or 4. Now he has 39 in 21, and Roland Fortom struggling, 18 points in 21, trying to get back into it. Back to the feature table.
Again, he puts the yellow into the corner, into the cushion. So many other ways to hit that yellow ball, but he seems to find, or both players actually seem to find the bad spot all the time. Is there a 3 cushion of the yellow? I don't think there is. I'm not sure. No, I don't think that one exists.
Cross table, is it Kissy, Torbjörn?
Yeah, cross table is good, but I think he can't reach it with his right hand. It's too far away. And left-handed, you're not going to play that shot.
No.
Don't know what this is.
It's brilliant.
Ooh, this is a fantastic shot.
That is wonderful shot by Seo. He created a beautiful line there with a touch of reverse maybe.
Nice curve there, everything controlled.
Fantastic shot.
One of the best in the match, but again, he is not getting any reward. 4 cushion off the left side of the red does not exist because the yellow is in the way. There's no way he can double the rail on the right side of the red. So that's crazy. He has to go for this. Bank shot.
Plus shot.
Oh, that's a big fluke. That's a gigantic.
That's lucky. It's absolutely not what he played.
Beautiful shot, actually. It looks nice, but of course it's so lucky.
There's the little bow. Very well mannered to admit that that was not what he played.
And isn't this crazy? Now he plays a fluke and now he gets position.
And he's put that one in the hole.
Yeah, this table is playing long.
Yeah.
Actually, again, he tried to soft play this, but he couldn't. He had to push a little bit to get higher in the first cushion. Where does he put the white? Full ball, then the
Just
ball is
a
difficult to control.
touch too much draw, but it was a very difficult shot.
Now we might see a cross table here from Chang Hoon. He's going long, long, short. Missed the corner.
Avoids the second kiss, makes the point.
Yeah, he didn't enjoy that shot. He wanted to
No.
play a 5 cushion shot. He's so close to this kiss and This was not what he was planning. Goes to the short cushion. Directly onto the red. Smart play.
SAYGINER 1.
$36-35. We still have no clue who will be in the quarterfinals.
He is not being successful with his tickies, that's a fact. He's missed all the tickies, I think, in this match. And that is, for a Korean,
Unusual.
what do you say, a capital offense? Or
Yes. And a couple of times he's even missed the first object ball.
Yeah.
SAYGINER 0.
Semih will be disappointed with that one.
I don't think he had a kick, because then he would have announced that in one way, I think. Seemed to be pretty normal contact.
Three rails into the red.
Yeah, he has been more successful with the three cushion bank shots.
This will be probably just controlled speed.
Not too soft, because you want to make the point even if you hit the full red. Little extra speed, but it's way
It's
off.
way too long.
SAYGINER 0.
Uh-oh. I think this will be a long match, Bert.
Bit of nerves creeping in, maybe.
But the roll of the balls is so ugly in this
Yes,
match.
the
They,
balls are not kind to the players.
they are not lucky at all. And now the longer the match goes, like you say, it's going to be a battle of the nerves.
If this goes to like 47-47, it will be very interesting still to see the last 10 minutes of the match and see who panics, if anybody, of course, who holds their nerve. I always like shootouts. We don't have a shootout here, but always interesting.
Now the whole match is a shootout. Now, I mean, now it's a 14 or 15 point match to decide the winner. It's a good shot, but
Got kissed out.
and here we go, a position.
And that's the most horrible thing that could happen to Semih. Not only does he miss the point, but the kiss leaves his Korean opponent with a golden opportunity.
Nicely played, and here he gets the thin hit on the red for position. That's better.
I think he's happy with that result. Is he happy with this one? Not the perfect hit on the yellow,
But it's okay because he put the
Yes.
red like a
yeah,
basketball there,
It's-
like
it's
a
like a
melon in
melon.
the corner. Yeah. You can go now short, long, short. I think has to take care about some kisses. Maybe it's even unplayable because of that. It's going to be very narrow. Needs a full corner after the first cushion. Now exactly corner here. Oh, that's what he gets. Great shot.
I think he deserved a little better than what he has now. That was a great shot. Good nerve, steady.
Yeah, but if he can reach this, there is a 2-cushion bank shot there in the corner. You play it with full follow through and some extra speed, but I'm not sure he can reach it.
He's looking at it.
He invests one of his timeouts here because this is a crucial moment. There's no safety, no obvious safety shot here. He's going to go with a curve here, 2-cushion bank on the yellow. Yeah, that's always too much. Yeah, I know this shot. Every time you play this, it's too much.
He can laugh about it. The laugh is about how far he missed it.
Yeah. And it's kind of a sellout here. Good position for Semih. Semih can spin this ball. He loves that. And he gets a good contact with the white. Red is okay.
Still only 3 points. The difference means nothing. 39, 36.
Is there a 4-cushion here? Full white, or is he going for the thin hit?
4-cushion is what he's playing. Did well. Meanwhile, Roland Fortom is mounting a giant comeback against Dick Jaspers, who's struggling at 39. He's been on 39 for quite a while. And Semih is catching up with Chang Hoon. What is this, Torbjörn?
Messy shot. He's going to play the messy shot off the red. He makes those very often.
I know.
Great shot, but he doesn't really get it.
If I think of two people who will make that shot, it's Jean-Paul de Bruin and Semih SAYGINER.
And then we have Eddie Leppens and Frederic Caudron and Marco Zanetti. There's a lot of guys making these shots. These are the experts of the messy shots. Dick Jaspers might have a very good chance as well. Little thin touch, and look at the balls. They're not hiding in bad places. This is great for him. Still looking pretty cool. Korean audience looking much more nervous than he does.
Well, this is the kind of match that could be decided on composure.
Here, my style of playing this shot, just let the yellow roll into the middle and see what happens. Anyway, there's no way you can play this one softly. What did happen? He has a 3 cushion of the yellow. No, he takes a kiss here. But that one doesn't matter anything at all.
3.
Lucky, of course.
Still very fortunate to get away with that.
And nice position he has. Another good contact with yellow. I mean, good. Almost missed it, but for the next shot, this contact is very good.
This is nice. He's going to reverse.
Nicely controlled.
Has it?
I'm starting to understand how he could get to the first position in the Korean ranking, because he's very cool in this very
Tense situation.
yeah. That was nice words. Thank you. Makes this one 2 again, thin for a possible nice position if he can reach it.
And it's starting to look dangerous for SAYGINER because the run goes to 6. Seo's on 45. SAYGINER on 38. It's crunch time.
Yeah, Semih hasn't really come close to his best game in this tournament. Maybe his first match was okay. I didn't see much of that one. But also in this match. But he has been struggling. Against me, he didn't have no positions at all in the first 2/3 of the match. He really got the worst position that you can imagine. Very nice shot here with the left hand. Circling around the kisses. We can like to see that again. Strange enough, his stroke with the left hand is completely straight.
Twice around to the short chance again. Looks pretty good to me.
8. Ultra.
Yeah, that was a very favorable position there. You could just dive into the corner with full speed, or full spin, I mean.
But you have to say, from 39-38 in such a tense situation in a knockout match in a World Cup, to run 8 at that moment, our hat is off to Mr. Chang Seo. Well done, sir. He could even finish here with 11.
This looking long. Very, very, very,
Oh,
very long.
that's-
That might have been a kick.
Say you.
If we get a replay on that, we can see if the ball jumps a little.
No, contact looks normal and it's just total misjudgment.
What happened there?
I don't know. But
Maybe he
it's-
was too cool, too sure.
It's a crazy miss by 22 centimeters.
Semih unlucky here. He gets this follow through, but does he make it? No. Short maybe. Yeah.
SAYGINER 0.
Not very straight stroking from Semih, but with that power is difficult. It's only Myung-Woo Cho and Juntae Kim who can stay straight on that one, I think. You need to be very powerful to control that stroke.
Absolutely.
Semih is also very powerful, but that time couldn't get it right.
Dani also never short of cue power.
Yeah, he also goes straight through. Doesn't matter which shot.
.47-38. Important moment for the Korean. No equalizing inning. First guy to 50 is in the quarterfinals.
Little hazardous shot here. This can go 3 or 4 cushions, but looks like he
Hazard.
played it on 4
Yeah.
only, and that was such a good shot.
Excellent decision.
But how difficult is that one?
Playing for 2.
He has been the player of the two who could keep, keep patient, stay patient, and wait for the chances. Did that really well, and now it's actually 30 innings. Inning number 30, it's a very decent average when you think about how they struggle, how he struggled with positions.
SEO 1.
The up and down doesn't come off. Just a little bit too much ball.
Of course, safety shot. He avoided the kiss. That was good. That was well done, but
SAYGINER 0.
didn't quite find the point.
That was a big ask.
Yeah, I don't know how you should play it. Maybe with the reverse English even. I don't know, because if you put spin on it, you probably take the kiss, because you change the angle of the object ball. Cuts back to your cue ball, so tricky one here for the Korean. Easy to put too much English on it. He
No, he has
controlled
it.
it.
No problem. And he's playing for 1. This is match ball.
Yeah. Little applause from SAYGINER. He, of course, knew how sensitive this little easy-looking shot was.
And there it is.
Corner in and out. No
Oh
point.
my goodness, I counted that point.
One for him too.
This is what happened to Semih a couple of times.
But what happens with the balls? Yeah. we can see that he misses this one, but now we will soon see Semih's position, and it's not very nice. But he has a cushion first here.
Perfect.
Chance for him to come back.
He
Always.
he needs many points. He needs 12.
But you can break it down like 6 and 6 or 6, 3 and 3 with some safety shots in between. It's very possible.
It's possible. We can tell you that after a struggle, Dick Jaspers has beaten Roland Forton to book his place in this last 8. And Semih only just misses this difficult shot.
His favorite shot with full spin. But it was not, of course not easy.
A second bite at the cherry for Chang Hoon.
Yeah, this time it's hard to know which is the best shot to play. Both sides of red available, and on the right side of red there are 2 shots, and on the left there are also 2 shots. He's going for the 4 or 5 cushion. And there we saw the crooked stroke again. And it's a win.
That's the point. Chang Hoon Seo eliminates Semih SAYGINER, beats him 50 points to 39 in 31 innings.
Little bit of surprise, but don't you agree? But Semih never really got something going in this match.
Never got in his full stride, so the patience of the Korean guy was rewarded, and he was just slightly the better player in the match. There's a lot more good 3 cushion coming. We have 2 more rounds today. And we thank you for watching the 5&Six channel on YouTube. Thank you, Torbjörn Blomdahl, for your expertise. And we will have your company again tomorrow.
My pleasure, and see you all again. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.